Today I want to talk for a minute about public domain. The term public domain means that a copyrighted work, such as a book, a painting, or a film, is no longer bound by copyright laws. The copyright is expired, usually in most cases, or in some rare cases the copyright owner can choose to place it in the public domain. When this happens, that work is free use for anybody to make their own derivative versions. It's the reason that there are so many movies based on Shakespeare plays, the reason there are so many versions of Sherlock Holmes, and the reason that there are another 27 takes on A Christmas Carol every year. In recent years, certain beloved children's characters have begun to enter the public domain, such as the original version of Winnie the Pooh, or the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse. Sure enough, as soon as they were available, people pounced on these characters, most famously using them as villains in a series of gory movies and video games. It's the kind of idea that seems really funny when you're in 6th grade, and then you get older and realize that the joke stops being funny in about 12 seconds, and then you're left with 90 minutes of just another crappy movie. I want to see less public domain projects like that, and more like this one. Godzilla's Monster Piece Theater from IDW Comics. Coming up in October, the big guy is going to take on literary figures such as, and including, Jay Gatsby. It's an utterly ridiculous idea, but it's way more clever than anything anybody else has done with The Great Gatsby since it went into public domain in 2021. Unlike people who threw Gatsby parties, I believe that Tom Scioli, who created this comic, has actually read the book. Godzilla is not public domain, of course, but IDW has held the license to publish Godzilla comics for many years, so this is totally legal. And mixing up corporate characters like Godzilla with public domain characters is nothing new. There are versions of both Dracula and the Frankenstein monster that exist in both the Marvel and DC universes, for example. FYI, Marvel's got a much better Dracula, but DC's got a better Frankenstein. It got me thinking though, what if we really start to go crazy with this? There have to be lots of IP public domain mashups that we could try. We can even keep the alliteration theme of Godzilla vs. Gatsby going. Hellboy meets Huckleberry Finn? Teenage Mutant Telltale Heart Turtles? Other people's heroes in Oz? There are countless possibilities out there, and every one of them has to be a better idea than putting a meat cleaver in Mickey Mouse's hand. And it has to be his hand, by the way, not his glove. The version with the gloves is still under copyright.